And good evening, Karar, Coulter family, Ryan, Kristen, and David. How are you guys doing tonight? And David, Ryan, I'm glad you guys are doing well tonight. I'm doing fantastic this evening. And Little Daddy 391, how are you doing tonight, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome to the podcast live member stream. The podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door and talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I am your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, Belle. How are we doing tonight, Belle?
I'm doing really well tonight. How are you tonight, Scott?
You know, I'm fantastic. We got Emery here, too, don't we? Say hi, Emery.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Hi, guys.
Guys, look, we have a tendency to talk about what others are not talking about in bringing the focus onto use case cryptos because, as we know, these are what drive the market and bring innovation to a world that desperately needs it. The status quo is no longer acceptable, and it's time for a technological revolution. Welcome to crypto, and welcome to the podcast. Where's my good one? Welcome to the podcast. Huh? Are you not entertained? Coulter family, you bet your ass you are. So, guys, look, we're it's members, man. We're not doing scripts. We're not doing scripts anymore. Not on the member streams. All right, it's these are These are very, very therapeutic for me. The member streams are very, very therapeutic because I can say all the stuff that I can't say on the public stream. You know what? Channel's having a problem, and here's why the channel's having a little bit of a problem. We're not singly focused, all right? We are not one-trick ponies, one animal. We are just not doing that. I'm going to be talking about AMP less and less, all right? You might get one AMP video out of me a week. And it's not because I don't love the product. I do love the product, but because something recently happened that let me know that AMP is even further away than I thought it was. So it's not a matter of it being a 5-year project. I'd be surprised if it makes it to that 5 years. I'd be surprised right around there. It'll hold in, all right? There's a lot of money. $2 billion companies don't just go, all right? It takes time. It's a slow bleed. It's whatever you think it is. But there's just so much more that's coming out, that's hitting quicker, that's hitting that's going to capitalize sooner. That's all it is. So we feel it's kind of our obligation as hosts of a crypto channel to bring you guys these new and interesting products. Again, not that I don't love AMP. It's that there is a great big wide crypto world out there and so much cool stuff is happening that, yeah, you know what? I'm absolutely willing to fall on the sword just to bring you guys this information. I realize that it is going to absolutely handicap us as a channel, all right? People don't come to the same channel to see different stuff over and over and over and over, all right? They're not in crypto. They come to a crypto channel because they want to hear about their crypto, period. We kind of grew this channel on AMP, and that was great because I got to say everything that I wanted to say about it, how it works, why it works, what it does, where I see it's going, everything. And I got to have all those discussions. I got to put that out, mixing it up, finding new and different ways to look at it. But I'm out. I am 100% out of ways to look at it. So unless I want to do hype videos, it's going to 12 cents. Coulter family, it's going to 12 cents. The fact that you're not buying all of it right now just shocks me. Just shocks me because it's going to 12 cents. I could show you the chart and prove that it's going to 12 cents. So unless I want to do those videos, which I have no desire to do those videos, man, then that's it. We're going to stay right, we're just going to stay right here and slug it out against the people who will say those things, and I have no intention of doing that. I like bringing you different projects, man. I like bringing you new stuff. We have Emery, who is absolutely living in the outer rim of crypto, digging up these new and unique projects, new and unique use cases, things that people haven't even considered before. And Emery's out there just scouring the earth for them. We're going to bring them to you. We're going to bring them here. But we're only going to bring the ones that we think are worth it. I mean, even for a tiny little nub of a YouTube channel, which we are, people are still coming to us. Hey, man, put us up, put us on. We want to get some awareness out there. We want to, start doing it. And so even with a tiny little channel, they're more than happy to jump on it because our views we get more views than they get. That's really all it comes down to. But we have to be careful now because there are a lot of projects, but I'm not sure they're all on the up and up. And as soon as we bring it on the show, as soon as we pitch it to you guys, as soon as we tell you guys about it, and it turns out that it's a big dud, that's on us. So we require it. We have to do our diligence the same as the same as we recommend you do your diligence before you make a purchase. We have to do our diligence before we bring anybody on the show. Now, there are some great projects out there, man, even the ones that we're hitting recently. Altermail, right there. Fantastic product, and we will be giving away keys tonight because we're allowed to. How do you want to do it, Bell? They said we can give out 5 a week, and we're doing 2 streams. You want to do 3 and 2, 2 and 3, all today, and nothing on Saturday? What do you want to do?
Let's do 2 and 3.
Okay, so we're going to give away 2 keys tonight, and we're going to give away 3 keys on Saturday. Bell will decide the method of it. But the fact that it's a member stream, yes, I want to give them to members. That's it. So, yeah, I don't know if you could tell I'm just a little bit down today, man. I thought we had the home run lined up, man. I already had the video made. I was ready to go. But it didn't happen, and now I know that it can't happen at this time with the way everything is and the way everything's developed. What I figured would happen didn't, so I'm a little bit dejected. Now I can't get into the nitty gritty. It's an NDA thing, man. I can't talk about it, but I am disappointed. I will just leave it right there. And, that's probably why there was no really cherry on top of the series of videos and the things I was alluding to in there. There is no cherry on top there. So I'm a little bit disappointed. But it was also pretty much an awakening. It really was. And you know what? Sometimes you need that. That's what it is. I'm not trying to be cryptic here, guys. I'm absolutely not. I just cannot discuss it. All right. But we do have lots of other fun stuff that we can discuss, and we're going to be getting into those. So one of the things Bell and I have been trying to do is that we're trying to slowly transition over to Theta. It's not that we don't like YouTube. YouTube's fine. But YouTube here, I have to be super, super careful. I can get my channel banned at any time. One funny thing, it could have happened when we had those phone lines open. That could have been it. They could have just pulled down the channel. You're racist and you're out of here. And they could have absolutely hammered us. Theta, no, they don't care. They're not even looking. So we could have done that. I could have laughed it off the way it should have. I could have attacked him and grabbed my microphone. You listen to me. I could have done all that over there. But I can't do it here. So that's kind of why we're getting over there. Further, we embrace all things blockchain. I embrace all things blockchain. I don't know about Emery. I don't know about Bell. But I embrace all things blockchain. All right? Decentralization is the future. It's the future of the entire world. So if there's a chance for me to get in on that future and practice what I preach, I'm going to. Now, Bell and I have been over that. We actually got the technical portion figured out. So they can't handle my 12. I usually push anywhere from 12 to 14K when we're streaming because I want to make sure you see every little whisker of this beard here. But Theta can't take it because it's peer-to-peer. So they can't take that 12 to 14K. So that's why it was timing out and dropping so much. But now I dropped it down to 6K. We were streaming, putting hours up there, man. We didn't have any issues. So the technical portion of it, we got that worked out. They're still kind of running into a little bit of a jam over there. And the big thing is that we're not a network, all right? We can stream on Edgecast. We can stream on Edge Node. But these things, they need a little bit of work. If anybody in the audience has tried to actually watch us over there, I would love to know what kind of success or failure that you guys had. We're not going to transition over there until it works. That's it. We owe it to the members. We owe it to our subs. We owe it to everybody. You guys pay us. So, of course, we owe it to you to make sure that everything functions. So until they do that, we're kind of stuck. Now, if we can get the 300 followers, 200 watched hours, that's all it takes over there, by the way. To get the key, to get the member, to get, keys to the kingdom. 300 followers and 200 watched hours. That's it. For example, YouTube is, 1,000 subs and 4,000 watched hours?
Yes.
Yeah, even on our bad videos, we get 150, 200 hours. I mean, we do just fine. Watch time's not a thing. So, I mean, we could actually knock that just completely right out of the park, but got to make it work. that's kind of where we're stuck. So technical portion of it is done. From there, you know what, we're gonna I'll put Emery I don't know, Emery, have you even been able to view one of our streams?
No, I have not actually.
Emery's on the show. He can't view the stream. So you guys got to think about this in two ways. All right. First, there's the Theta Edge node. Now, you guys should all have the Theta Edge node. It only works on PC. I don't know about tablets. Maybe. Bell doesn't work on a tablet.
It does not work on a tablet. It works on PC only.
There we are. So first, you got to be on the PC to make the Theta Edge node work. Now, if you have the Theta Edge node up and open, and then you go to theta.tv/the podcast, if we're streaming, you'll see it right there. Just got to have the Edge node open, and you can watch it on any browser. I've tried this multiple ways, lots of computers, all this other stuff, and it works just fine. So you could do that. The other way to do it is to actually physically watch it on the Theta Edge node. And in that case, you just go up, hit watch, hit search, scroll down. You're going to see the channel, The Podcasts. Click that. You're watching it on the Edge node. So we're actually dual streaming. Restreaming. We're restreaming through a single entity. You can do that on blockchain, and I happen to think that's really, really cool. But yeah, until enough of you guys have this thing working, man, we're not going to do it. Now, if it seems like I'm a little talked out, we have been streaming every single day. Bella and I have been over there every single day, 5:30 to 6:30-ish, streaming. Just live streaming, off script, pure, just up there having chats for an hour at a time with the cameras going. I've been having a ball. I've been having an absolute ball doing it, man. It's been great. But yeah, until we actually make that work, we're kind of stuck, man. We're stuck here with YouTube. We're stuck here being very, very delicate. Now, I honestly, man, the live streams, I want to do them for members, and that's it. I really don't want to open them up. We're going to have to open them up for guests when we have guests on, because the people don't know us, man. They're not going to come up here and give us the $1 a month to watch the live streams. So we have to open them up for that, but I really don't want to, man. I'd love to just stick with members. They'll get a lot of views, man. You know, which is surprising that we have 60 plus members, but even the members' videos only get 10, 12 views, something like that. So, yeah. So I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm losing my focus. If you guys don't know, I have an inner ear infection. I've had it since for about 3 days now, and every time I move my head or something like that, I get dizzy, and it's like I almost want to fall down. So I'm doing my very, very best to stay focused on this. This is probably the worst shape I've ever been in doing a live stream. So the fact that I'm smiling at all should be a little bit surprising to you. Belle, what do you got?
Guys, it's almost to the point that, yeah, he's going to wind up getting tied so he sits straight up in his chair.
That's it. I'm going to have to do it like this, just absolutely handcuffed. There you go. Is this how you guys want it? With my big floating head up here? That looks great. Yeah, I might have to do that if this doesn't get any better. They gave me some pills for it. Very dangerous thing. I'm not a big fan of pills. But they said, yeah, it'll stop the dizziness, but it'll make you tired. So I don't see how one's really better than the other. If you hold your head nice and steady, it works just fine. So do we got any comments, Bella? Anything like that? I've been up here for 15 minutes. I haven't said a damn word yet. That is what makes me so impressive as a host.
All right. So Ryan Moore, when you started talking about the keys for Altar Mail, he sits there and goes, yeah, Scott promised me a key.
Yeah, give him a key. Yeah, give me a key.
All right. Well, I guess there's one of our two keys today. And the Coulter family is sitting there. They were chiming in on streaming Theta on the tablet. And they say on the Android version, it's definitely a no-go. It just says try again, but the chat works.
The chat work. Well, that's great. That's something. At least you can. So you can't hear the audio. You can't see the video, but you can see the chat. That reminds me of real old internet. You know, that used to be the thing. We'd go to these chat rooms, and chat rooms. If you remember chat rooms, you are probably around my age in the internet. Do you remember chat rooms, Belle?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The super cool guys were the guys who could make pictures out of like letters and numbers and symbols and all that stuff, like a rose or something like that. This is kind of the big thing.
The Christmas trees usually.
Yeah. Those were the studs. So that's what Theta apparently.
Does internet porn know you're cheating on it?
Harry, thank you. Yeah, I think that's kind of the kicker there, man. Is Oh, God, I just derailed myself. Guys, I'm sick. I do apologize. I'm very, very sick. But you know what? We're going to walk you through something. I don't want to do this on the public stream, but I will do this on the member stream. Emery, are you awake?
Maybe.
Okay. We're going to play a game right now. All right? We're going to play what happens. Okay? You ready?
Sure.
Okay. I am a customer at Dunkin' Donuts. All right, I'm going to don't roll your eyes. I saw you do it, dude. I see everything. Don't roll your eyes. I'm a customer at Dunkin' Donuts, okay? And I buy 2 crullers and a small coffee, and I pay with Bitcoin, all right, via the Spend app. So I use the Spend app, I hit Bitcoin, I bring it up, my account has enough money, I show them the barcode, they scan it, and I take my crullers and my small coffee and I leave, all right? So here's the game we're going to play, Emery. The game is called What Happens Now? And please explain it. Yes, we know you can say it. That's okay. Tell them what happens now.
Yeah, sure. So whenever you pay for goods and services with cryptocurrency, remember cryptocurrency is property. It's not like handing someone a dollar bill. So it's more like a trade than it is giving someone just straight up money. So when you buy it, you'll have to know how much it basically translated into. So how much is that going to cost you, Scott?
$9.40.
About $9.40. So what happens when you buy it? You will effectively convert $9.30 worth of Bitcoin into currency and into US dollars. So you might end up having a tax on that.
Yes. But let's take it further. What does Flexa do with it? Once they get that $9.40 worth of Bitcoin, what does Flexa do with it?
Yeah, so Flexa, I like likening Flexa to like basically a pipeline, and in that pipe, it converts whatever coin you're using or token into whatever the merchant wants at the end, which is usually fiat for right now, but it really could be anything on the other side.
Where is it processed?
I don't want to say the issue with it, but
it is. Let me
limitation.
It is, in fact, the issue. But go ahead, Emery. You might as well get it out, only because we're members, dude. I would never do this public.
Yeah. So a limitation with Flexa is that, well, in order to have the liquidity to change that cryptocurrency into US dollars or whatever cryptocurrency they're able to give, they have to have basically larger companies provide that liquidity. They're called custodians. Custodians basically house a lot of money or whatever assets for you to borrow against and use for whatever purposes. And Flexa has a couple of them.
Which ones are they?
Currently, Flexa uses Coinbase and Gemini as their custodians.
Okay. So that would probably explain why we never talk about gas fees with Flexa. Huh.
Could be.
Yeah, I think it is. Look, you guys, I've been sitting on this for months and months, but I thought they'd get it. All right, but they haven't. So there's a reason if you spend any time on AMP, any time on the Reddit, read the white paper, anything like that, that you never see gas fees. You never really worry about, because a lot of people have entertained an idea. Well, why don't they become their own level 1? Now, personally, Emery, I think that is the ideal solution. And I think the perfect place to do it is actually build it onto Secret Network, and we could wrap it. We can wrap everything in and out. We can do it. Now, they're going to be paying their gas fees at that time, but those gas fees are minuscule. How much are gas fees on Secret Network right now? They're in the cents.
Yeah,
cents.
A high gas fee right now is about 18 cents.
18 cents. So as far as that 1% transaction fee that they charge the merchant, no problem. Absolutely no problem, because even at that, man, the gas is so minuscule. If you build it on a proper level 1, the gas is so minuscule that it doesn't even matter. But if they went a direction like that, then they now have control of the entire company. They don't need these massive liquidity pools. They can pull from their own staking pools. They have the capital to back it up, and they could do it any way that they want to do it. But right now, they are beholden to Coinbase. They are beholden to Gemini. And I understand that people are excited to get them out on more dexes, to get them on the dex and to get them on this. Man, look, that ain't going to matter. All right. They are not doing this on Binance. They are not doing this on Binance US. The reason that they started on Gemini and the first thing that they did when they launched is because they had to. There was no question about this. They had to launch on Gemini because they had to have a custodian to hold all of this money. So they've been beholden to Gemini the entire time. But yeah, with Coinbase, with the Coinbase launch, the reason that hit so much, they didn't do that to sell AMP. All right? They didn't do it to sell AMP. Why do you think the price hasn't changed? Because everything they said in the white paper was exactly right. It is based on usage. You can have speculative bumps. We see it. It's happening now. It happened back after Coinbase launched. It happened on Binance. All of this stuff happened, but it didn't sustain. The reason it didn't sustain is because it cannot possibly sustain. Understand your product. All right? We understand the product. Find me anybody else, any video on YouTube that says what we just said. It is absolute 100% no bullshit fact. But we won't do it publicly. There's a reason. I'm wearing a Flexa shirt. There's a reason that I won't do it publicly. Because if I do it publicly, I got to write a little circle around this with a line through it, and I'm not going to do that. I still have high hopes for AMP. I really do. I have very, very high hopes that they will move to something to a level 1, that they will become their own company, that they will build on Cardano, Solana, that they will build on Secret Network. I can't think of a better place for them to put up a product like this than Secret Network, because then they hold all the keys. Right now, they don't. If for some reason Coinbase said, you know what, we're not holding AMP anymore, and they release all that liquidity, guess what? You're not processing it through Coinbase anymore. It's not happening. So I thought you guys would like to. Know. You know, we've talked AMP all that we can. But a lot of the stuff that I really hope they can do at this time, they just can't. They're not going to process fiat. I don't see how. Why would they? There's a reason that they keep coming up. We're not doing credit cards, not doing this, because there's no purpose to it. They can't. At this time, they can't. When they're a level 1, when they move off, when they build up there, they absolutely can. But as it is right now, what are you going to do with it? You know, you're just going to put some in and put some out. That's all you're going to do with it. So, yeah, it's great, but I still see, and the potential is still there. But it's still going to be a year, 2 years, 3 years. This is still a very, very developing product. So, yeah, that's kind of where it is. Now, could they do something like this for Ultramail? Now, I know that, am I allowed to, if I had the information, Emery, am I allowed to talk about it? Meaning, if I got an email from Eli, would I be allowed to discuss that?
If you got it, as long as that was all right, sure.
Yeah, so yes, I got an email from Eli. Eli Noto actually finally got back to me, and he said, "Thank you so much for sending him Ultramail." Now, I won't say any more on that because, you know, I'm not at liberty to. But yes, I know for a fact that they're talking. So Emery and I were talking about this one afterwards and say, could they do it? So Emery, look, this is just us spitballing. But you know Ultramail. You know their processing. You know what they take, where they work, and all that other good stuff. Could they use as a payment rail for Ultramail? Because Ultramail is taking in crypto.
It is possible, yes.
So it is possible. Now, for them to service one of the other, and I thought this was a slam dunk, man. I really, really thought that this was a slam dunk. I thought they could incentive. Dude, let's work together. All right, let's take it. I really thought something like that would happen, man. That's why I was so excited about it. It doesn't seem like it is. But, yeah, now as far as them funding the entities, processing payment for the entities like Ultramail, sure, they could do that. I think they could do that. It would limit the amount of cryptos that Ultramail could actually have. But personally, I think if you're spending crypto, the only crypto you should spend is Doge because it has no other use. Emery, what's Doge good for? You can say it. We all know, man. Just spit it out.
Yeah, not much.
Not much, but it is a very, very ideal currency. I haven't changed my mind on this. Every time I make a Doge video, man, when I start talking about use case, I get blasted, man. We lose subs, and I mean, it just goes bad. But see, I can explain it to a 5-year-old why Doge only has one purpose, why it is, why I actually think that it is a pretty good purpose. Emery, you're an economist all the way back, right?
Yeah.
Is a little bit of inflation good?
Yes, a little bit of inflation is good. The U.S. has had steady inflation every year for the past 30 to 40 years of about 1 to 1.5%, and that means the economy is growing. That's what inflation means.
Sure. So the fact that Dogecoin is not fiat would, to me, tell me specifically they that little feature was left in there so the coin can inflate, because it is not fiat. There is no fixed amount. There will always be more Doge being minted. So they've literally built inflation into the coin. Where is my logic wrong here, man?
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually ashamed to say I have not read the Dogecoin white papers.
Emery! Oh my God! Hang on. This is for Emery. Wait a minute. Here, this is Emery's.
Oh, hey, you.
That's Emery's. I thought you knew this, dude. I thought we were on the
I've
same
not read
page.
the Dogecoin white papers. I've read
Now-
almost everything else. Not there.
All right, you got your homework for tonight, man. So, yeah, Doge is not. There is no high cap. You know, Bitcoin's 21 million. Doge has none. It can always mint more. Now, it's a fixed amount. It's not limitless, meaning that Doge can't double overnight. All right, you can't mint that many. It is a very fixed amount that they are allowed to mint. It goes by month, so every month you can put out a little bit more.
Yeah, it's basically a form of quantitative easing.
That's yep.
But month by month.
Yep, and they are the only people who are doing it, which is still why I insist that Doge is the proper crypto to use as a currency, because it does have quantitative easing built into it. Nothing else does. Nothing else does. So as far as it being an investment, Doge isn't. All right, it isn't. By its very design and definition and the way that it functions, it is, in fact, a fucking currency, not an investment. So, yeah, I think it's great. And I love the fact that Flexa added Doge to it, because I think it is the perfect currency. I'm going to make more videos about that. You know, just fuck people, man. I like making the videos, and it's a good idea, all right? If I have to force it down your throat, I will force it down your throat. I'm looking right at you, Coulter family. I will force it down your throat, because anytime I make these videos, I'm dead right on everything, and nobody comes to my fucking defense. I am a man just hanging there naked, and I'm naked in the stocks every time I make one of these videos, because you know I'm right, but nobody wants to step up and say, you know what? Makes some sense. There's some sense there. Nobody steps up and defends me. Nobody defends me on the comment section. Emery, you know that you're a moderator on this very channel, but nobody ever responds to the comments, man. So I end up getting asked to the wind out there all the time. Where's the love? Belle, where's the love? How come you don't post on the comment section?
Because I have a day job and then I do this nonstop.
I'll tell you what, man. We need a moderator. All right. I would love a moderator for the channel comments on the YouTube channel. We would love a moderator. So if you are of sound mind and body, meaning that you won't make a giant cock of yourself when you go up there, if you can be professional and represent the show, please send Belle an email, and we would love to utilize it, man. Look, I can spend time responding to comments and doing tweeters and all that other stuff, or I can continue to bring you guys good content. I choose to continue to bring you guys good content. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're going with that. All right, Belle, this was quarter 2. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations? It's been a half hour. I did drop one hell of a nuclear bomb, and I get that. All right, but this is why you guys tune in. You want to hear this, right? Do you want to hear the truth, or do you want to hear what you want to hear? I can go either way. Belle, what do we got?
All right, so the Coulter family's chiming in, going, okay, regarding talking up AMP. Yeah, a few people on AMP Facebook group got mad at me because I told them it was going to hit 5 cents again, and boom, it did.
I know, what
You
a
know,
shock.
yeah, here's my surprised face. I'm wearing it. It's not much different than my normal face. Now, the Coulter family is also saying, okay, I never comment on YouTube because YouTube is a nightmare, but I have on Reddit and Facebook. Well, Coulter family, if you actually want to raise awareness toward our channel, actually what I would prefer you do is grab the link to the link to our streams on theta.tv, since we're really interested in moving there.
Oh, I want to get to
And
Theta. Oh, yes.
go ahead, and any cryptocurrency group you're in, drop that link in the comments. I give you full permission. You can do that. I'm encouraging you, so go.
Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to, man. I appreciate anything you guys do for the show, man. But I've pretty much relegated myself to just being a small channel. I mean, that's all we're going to be, man. We are esoteric for esoteric people. I mean, we are the outer rim. You know what? I have spoken. That's me. And that's basically where I'm doing for any fans of The Mandalorian. Remember the guy way out there in the middle of nowhere? That's me. All right. I have fucking spoken. And yeah, I'm speaking to nobody, but that's where we're doing the show. That's where we're doing the show from. I don't know what Belle is. I think she's like my guardian angel. And Emery, you're like my Jawa, because he is out there scouring the earth, scouring these deserts, looking for good projects. And yeah, you know what you did? I'm sorry. I'm rambling again. Did we have any questions or comments, or are you guys just going to listen to me bullshit for another half hour?
I think they're having fun listening to you bullshit. And the Coulter family is sitting there saying, yeah, will do. So yeah, go forth and conquer. And Ryan Moore actually just messaged and said, I'll mod the comments. Thank you, Ryan. Definitely shoot me an email. My email address is on the bottom of the splash screen.
Yeah. Bella at thepodcast.com. We'll get you guys hooked up. And by the way, that's my altar mail. All right, altar mail. This is, I can't, there's no fucking way for me to do this without it being like sounding like a paid advertisement. There just isn't, man. And I have tried to write this video 5 different ways. I love the product. I think it's fucking fantastic. It is next level. It's going to be everywhere. All right. It's going to be everywhere because it works. It only works because it's on secret. Even the other email chains that are kept on blockchain, man, they are not immutable because they are public blockchains. Secret and Ultramail, being that they built it on secret, it's the only one. Emery, where am I wrong here? And you could call me out if I am.
Yeah, sure. So all blockchains.
Did you say yes, sure? Did you say yes, sir?
No, yeah,
Did you,
yeah, sure.
Sure.
I'm gonna correct you on something.
Okay, hit it.
So all blockchains, all blocks in the chain are immutable, but they're all readable. That's the
readable.
problem that have.
Yes, they're all readable. You knew exactly what I meant. You're just being a dick tonight, aren't you, man? Emery's been scouring. Like I said, Emery's had his nose in the truffle field trying to dig up these gems, man. So it's been weird. He actually brought me one. We're going to be talking to these guys. If it sounds like something you guys are interested in, we're certainly going to be bringing it to you because I'm interested in it. But it's called Jackal, DAO. They have made some claims, some very, very bold claims about what they can do and what they will do. And if they can, it is a game changer. I mean, and, you know, I don't hype just for the sense of hyping. I say if I'm saying it's a game changer, it's because it blew my mind. So I took a cursory glance at their white paper, and if they can do what they say they can do, my mind just blown. So we're going to be taking a look. We're going to be meeting with these guys, and we're going to have the discussion, man. But I'm going to pretend I'm from Missouri, and you got to show me. All right, you could say that you can do it all day, and that's great, man. But you're going to have to show me that you can. If they can, I'll shut my mouth. In fact, I'll shut my mouth and invest, because this is one that's going to it's gonna take over. Anytime there's an issue, anything that makes the news, well, look, this happened with the wallet. This happened with the wallet. Fucking Jackal's going to be right there and telling you, no, this is what happened. it's kind of a big thing. But again, you got to be able to show me. I'm not trying to be cryptic here, guys. You know what? Jackal, DAO, look it up for yourself. JACKAL. Look it up. Read the white paper. But there are some bold claims. Now, Emery's been spending some time with them. Emery, what's your gut feeling on this, man?
My gut feeling on this is that it's definitely possible because chain analysis, as everyone knows, already exists. People use it all the time. For forensic people use it, lawyers use it, law enforcement uses it. But what Jackal does is that it puts that power in your hands instead of having it to basically used against you, for lack of better words. So think about having your own cybersecurity team and forensic analysis program at your fingertips rather than basically that being used against you.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to the Howard Stern frame, man, because there's lots of us talking on here, so you might as well blow it up a little bit. Yeah, I am intrigued. I'm very, very intrigued on this, man. It if they can do it, and obviously if they can do it, they will absolutely be on the podcast, because I want to make sure that you guys know that they can do it as well. So that's something else. Anything else got you real excited lately?
Yeah, actually. And I want to talk to some people to see if it's okay to talk about it. I don't want to sound exactly like a shill because I am being paid now, but I do want to make sure it's okay. And if you're here on Saturday, I will definitely bring up some of those smaller projects that are upcoming.
So you're not going to give me shit. It's my show right now. I asked you, and you're telling me to what? Go to hell?
Well, for now, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just call them out when you know, man. Look, you're not gonna hurt my feelings, dude. I've been broadcasting for 25 years. I have been called everything that could possibly be called. You know what? You build up a tolerance. That's all I gotta say about it, man. Is that over time you build up a tolerance, but. I did want to use this entire live stream, man, to tell you, and we're not taking breaks, all right? Those are done, man. If we're doing member stream, I don't need a break. But we do want to bring this up to tell you guys, please bear with us, all right? It is not just a pivot, man. It's a radical pivot, all right? We are doing what nobody else is doing. That's it. And we're trying to make this work on fucking YouTube, which is just the home of just absolute shit videos and zero
and
context.
censorship
And zero fucking context, man. And I am just sick to death of the zero context. I won't do it. And like I said, man, we saw it. I mean, it's been hitting, man. Our views have been declining. The money is declining. Everything's going down, man. We're not making any, man. It's barely break even with the amount of hours that we put in there. I'm not asking you for money. I'm just pointing it out, which is, again, why we are so anxious to try to get over to Theta. You know, on Theta, you get paid to watch us. You're not paying us. You get paid to watch us. Now, where we earn a little bit is that you're paid in Theta Fuel. But if you're watching our live stream, a very small portion of your Theta Fuel goes into my wallet. That's all it is. So the more people we have watching, the more Theta Fuel we earn. It's never going to be a lot of money. It's not really the point. The point is that we can do things on Theta that we can't do here. Now, we already talked about it. And you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll leave it up to the podcast audience and anybody who catches this on replay. If you watch 40 minutes of me babbling, you know what? God bless you. But, oh, hang on. I'm going to go back to the big screen. What we can do on Theta that we can't do here is we can drop NFTs. So we're going to have a couple of NFTs, podcast NFTs, and we're going to have them minted on Secret Network. Emery's going to take care of it. I'll pay the fees. I'll pay the gas. I'll do all that stuff. But he's going to have a couple of NFTs minted. And what they're going to be is the very first script that I wrote for the podcasts. We're going to put it into NFT form, and we're going to mint it on Secret Network, and I'm going to randomly drop to a viewer on Theta on our very first show. All right, our very first official. We're no longer on YouTube. We're on Theta. I'm going to drop that NFT. All right, now it's going to be a secret NFT. Why are these different, Emery? Please explain why it's different if we do it on Secret.
Yeah, so the best thing about Secret is that it has programmable privacy, which means that you can turn up or down the privacy of the NFT that you have. And so it's kind of like just drawing the blinds on something. So when you have an NFT minted on Stash, which will be the new platform for the secret NFTs, it's not open to the world automatically. You can change that to so where only you can view it, or only a certain person or people can view it. So if you have this, if you were lucky enough to get one of Scott's NFTs, you don't have to show it to anybody. It's not public whatsoever.
Nope, it's for you. It's for you only. Thank you for supporting the podcast for all of these many months. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do two of them. One of them is gonna be the very first script that I wrote for the very first video. The second NFT is gonna be that video. I am going to take it off from YouTube. I'm going to delete it. Won't exist anywhere else. We're gonna mint it into an NFT and we're gonna hand it out. All right, we're gonna drop it. It means a lot to me. It's not going to mean much to you. Nobody's going to bid on this, all right? You can't go and sell it. The very first podcast. I don't know. 10 years from now, if we're big hits, I'm the Howard Stern of crypto. There might be some value there. It's not the point. The point is that you guys have supported me for all of these many, many months. You've helped us grow the channel. You've stuck with us, and I want to give back. I can't think of a better way of giving back than giving you my very first video that I put up on YouTube on the dark side of the podcast crypto. We're going to mint it. And it's yours. I'm taking it down. Nobody else will ever see it again unless you choose to let them see it. That's it. That's it. It's now yours. It's an NFT. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. And the very first script for that video is also going to be in an NFT, deleted. I don't own it anymore. You own it. And you can do whatever the hell that you want with it. Again, it's not going to blow anything out. You're not going to make $1 million on this. You know what? I don't know. You can't see the future. Nobody can see the future. So I always do it for all these people, all the YouTube videos that predict the future. Yeah, you're full of shit. Nobody can predict the future, because if you could, you wouldn't be making YouTube videos. Emery, can anybody predict the future? Are you even watching the show or listening? I see that you're flipping through frames. I see everything. You're on your computer and you're doing something else. I know you're a busy guy, man. Come on, give me an hour. Give me an hour. We all see this. Emery, who can predict the future?
On you, man.
Sure you are. Who can predict the future, man?
Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Nobody can predict the future. They're full of shit. But I guess it's there. I'll ask the audience. I'll ask the members, man. Look, do you guys want more entertainment? Because if you want more entertainment, I can sure as shit do more entertainment. I am, believe it or not, a funny guy. It's kind of that Lewis Black angry funny. I can do that pretty well. But yeah, I mean, I'm a funny. You want to hear a joke, Emery? You want to hear a joke?
I'm gonna overrule him and go, yes,
Okay.
tell your joke.
Okay, this is for the whole audience. There's a man on a wagon. Shut up and listen to my joke. All right, shut the fuck up. I love member streams, man. I can be all potty mouth. There's a man on a wagon. All right. Got a horse pulling the wagon. The man has a dog sitting next to him, and he wants to go a little faster. So he goes back and he whips the horse. Right? The horse turns around and looks at him and says, hey, don't whip me. Man looks at the dog and says, I didn't know that horse could talk. And the dog looks back and says, neither did I. I don't have all of my sound effects, man, and I don't have a rim shot. I don't think I have a rim. This is what I got. I got a car. I don't care. You know what? You're wrong, dude. You're wrong. It's a funny joke. All right? That is a funny joke. You could tell that to anybody. You could tell that to a 2-year-old, and he'll get it. He'll say, well, dogs don't talk either. It's very funny. You want me to amp it up? I got a lot of jokes. Amp it up. You like that? I got a lot of jokes, but we're not here to talk about that. All right. There is some. Oh, you know what, Emery, you've been rude to me tonight, man. So I'm going to put you on the spot. So Eric, when he was, fuck you. You're going to answer. So when Eric was on the show, do you remember? Were you there?
As far as I remember, yeah.
Yeah, you were. So Eric was talking about tax-free staking rewards. Yeah, that's right. I went there. And as you are a licensed tax professional, you're going to give me your opinion on that. Fuck you. Mic drop. You talk now, boy. Go. Emery, come on, man. Make me proud.
All right. So what happens is you'll be able to get through staking rewards what's called D secret, and that stands for derivative secret. And you can stake that. Now, what's interesting about derivatives, and derivatives are just they're kind of representations of financial instruments. They're not them themselves, but the representations of it, which means that whatever accrues on there is not an accretion to wealth as we call it, and that's just tax talk, meaning you didn't get any money from it. So when you get a D secret, and you stake it, you may see an increase in value, but those aren't capital gains. Because you don't hold that money, it's not readily available to you. And the reason why staking rewards are taxable is because the rewards are available to you to use, which means that you've gained money. With derivative secrets, that's not the case, because they're derivatives and they don't actually hold the value. They're just a semblance of that value. So those by themselves are not taxable. So when you stake those, then you gain, 34% APY, which is the current staking rewards you get on secret. Even if you were to stake that, it's not taxable until it's actually grabbed, unlike staking rewards, where it's taxable no matter what.
Emery, do you know what a slippery slope is?
I do.
Do you understand why I'm asking you this very question right now?
I have a feeling what's coming next, but go ahead.
So I'm saying flat out, man, is this money or is this not money? Because all of this feels very, very sketchy. And I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about here. Why would I think this?
So there's I should say a problem, and an interesting thing about the crypto world is that there's an analog to almost everything in the DeFi world and in the centralized world. And when you have an analog to it, it tries to be as close as possible to it without actually being the thing. And therein lies a slippery slope, because when you have governing entities such as the IRS or the SEC, they say, this looks a lot like this. That's not in the matrix.
So I'm sure you understand why I'm asking this question. Eric was very, very excited about this, man. Now, I didn't call him out, but I wanted to. Oh, I wanted to. Which, is funny too, man, because I've been talking to Scott from Ultramail, and he told me I need to be the bulldog. He says, I need to be the Howard Stern of crypto. I need to be the bulldog. I need to call him out. That was probably the one thing he said, is that you are, is one critique is that I'm giving people a lot of passes. He watched the show. He sees my eyebrow shoot up, and I mean, everybody, I'm pretty sure all of you guys know my tick, my tell. And when that eyebrow goes up, I'm like, whoop, something doesn't sound right here. But I've been giving guests a pass. So, as you guys are my members, all right, you're with the podcast, and again, for anybody who watches this on replay, man, look, you guys got to tell me what you want. Do you want me to be the bulldog? Because I will absolutely be the bulldog. It may limit our guests a little bit, because for the most part, they just want to come in, talk about their product, talk about all the good things, and sail away. I really don't want to let them. I want to call him out. So as soon as he said that, my eyebrow went up, and I was already thinking, this is slippery slope. I know what you're doing here. And if I can figure it out in 5 seconds, there's no fucking way that the IRS can't figure it out. Now, I have my own tax guy. He's sitting right here. Emery, here's the question that I want to ask. You ready?
Go for it.
If I get audited, can you get me out of it? So if I stake, and even though I have a virtual value that I think the IRS is going to say, no, it's a real fucking value, can you win? That's the question. And you,
I'm going to tell you to. I'm just going to straight up tell you what's gonna happen here. I'm going to tell you to not do this until I understand it further.
okay, so I'm absolutely correct when I'm getting into slippery slope range. You and I have always been very, very like-minded, man. That's why we work pretty well here together. But you, I'm sorry, as soon as I said slippery slope, you knew. It's
just like the Bitcoin and ETFs. It looks attractive, it looks great, but until we understand what's going to go on there and how the government's going to react, I just don't advise it. I really don't.
God, no, man. And you guys already know my mind on that. Stay way the fuck away from these things, man.
So our audience is actually chiming in regarding you being a bulldog. Kristen is saying, fuck them, I want to hear what's on your mind, Scott. David Dahl is saying, we want the truth. D. Gully is going, don't let anyone slide, be the devil's advocate. And Kristen's chiming back in saying, this is the way.
This is the way, huh? Kristen's a geek. She's like us. She's like, I mean, we're all big Star Wars fans, even though I'm more of a Star Trek guy than a Star Wars. And I can tell you with one very, very simple reason. There's more girls in Star Trek. That's it. That is the 100% only reason, 100% hetero. And when I play video games, I always play as a female. And I always get grief for that. Why do you always play girls? Because if I have to look at the back of something for hours and hours and hours on end, I'd prefer it to be female. That's it. I don't even think that's sexist, man. I think that's evolution. But yeah, that's kind of the thing, man, is if I get these guys on here and I absolutely give them the business, and I don't know if you could tell by, looking at me, I understand this shit, all right, all the way down. So when I see a slippery slope, I'm all over it. Now, again, I gave him a pass, but I don't want to. All right, I really don't want to. But as soon as I go attack mode, you're not going to see these guys again. They're not coming back here. They absolutely will not, because they're going to say, podcast, oh shit, that's hostile. Now, over a year's time, 2 years' time, when we continue to bring you very, very credible projects, and you see that a lot of this shit is panning out, as soon as our positive outlook of these projects works out, it gives us credibility. So at that point in time, when we're attacking somebody, it's not taken as harsh, it's taken as correct. Well, hell, look what they're doing, man. These guys always get to the bottom of it. But it's very, very hard to get a show off the ground. Just go and immediately attack dog because you have no credibility. So that's something that takes over time. So I don't know. Maybe now, shit, I don't know how to do this, Bill. I mean, I didn't want to give him a pass on that one. I saw Emery, look in the little frame up here. As soon as my eyebrow went up, his eyebrow went up. We both went, ooh, what?
I was surprised to hear that. I've never heard of anything like that.
All right. So as soon as my eyebrow went like this, as soon as I did the rock, I know Emery, I was watching him and he went, ooh. We both did it. But I gave him an absolute pass. When we had Eli on the show, man, I gave him a pass on everything. I mean, on absolutely everything. And I didn't want to, man. I'm holding the desk. Don't do it, Scott. Shut up, Scott. Just take another caller. It was tough, man. So, yeah, I'm more than happy to go that way. But the only way it works for us is if we go good cop, bad cop. Now, I don't know who could be the better good cop, bad cop if it's me or Emery. Something tells me Emery would be the better good cop.
I don't know. I don't get to talk a whole lot, Scott. So maybe we should switch roles for just a day, maybe.
You want to do it? I'm more than happy to do it, man. I'll play second.
Yeah, I mean, and the reason I don't send you projects very often is because I scrutinize over the math and the computations over these. If we had them on if I were interrogating someone, yep, and they didn't know what they were talking about, it wouldn't look good. It wouldn't look good. But that's why I don't send you very often, because there aren't that many good ideas.
Yeah, a lot of this is rehash, man. It's rehash regurgitation. They're taking an idea that kind of worked, and they're putting a different bow on it and saying, "No, it'll work now because we did this and this." And yeah, I mean, I'm not buying it. I don't buy a lot of that, and that is absolutely correct. Emery does not send me a lot of projects, but the ones he sends me, there's something there, man. There's some there. You guys hear me saying on the videos all the time. There's some there. So. Yeah,
before I sent you secret. I sat on that for almost over a week because I didn't understand it. To be honest with you, I didn't get it. I scrutinized over the gray papers and I talked to 3 different people, and the math checked out, and that's why that eventually happened.
Well, I think our default position now going forward, and we were talking about it, guys, before the show, our default position on this thing now, anybody new that we bring on, I'm going to let them know when we do the pre-interview, you have to be able to explain it to a 5-year-old, all right? If you cannot explain it to a 5-year-old, you don't fucking understand it, period. It was always been one of the things that really stuck to me when I was reading the ICP white paper. Man, there are still zealots out there. ICP, it's going to take over the whole world. Yeah. Did you ever read their white paper, Emery?
I didn't bother, to be honest with you.
You know what? The very first top of the page, I mean, it says, if you do not have at least a master's or a doctorate in economics, you won't understand this white paper. So immediately, now, I have a master's degree, guys. All right, I have a doctorate in metaphysics. That's bullshit, by the way. I just want to be called Dr. Scott. Fuck you, Emery. But I have a master's degree. All right, I like to think that I'm an educated man. But when you preface your entire write-up, and that thing's like 70 fucking pages, when you preface it that says if you don't have at least a master's or a doctorate in economics, you're not going to understand it, immediately it tells me you don't fucking understand it. You're about to send me 70 pages of horse shit. If you are looking for investors, this is Business 101. You want to make it as easy to understand as possible. Emery, tell me where I'm wrong. I know that you are educated in exactly this thing. If you are pitching your product, do you want to make it so fucking difficult to understand that nobody's going to invest, or do you want to make it that people do understand? I mean, a simple project is easy to sell. So
yeah. And I totally agree with you there. If those white papers you read are for people who are interested in your product to read, there's a base level of understanding of crypto that I think is necessary, but you shouldn't have to understand high level computer science or economics to get the gist of what's going on there. And if you want to inquire more, good on you. But that white paper should be enough for you to understand the basics of the project.
Couldn't agree more, man. And then if you get deep down in their roadmap, their roadmap's like 25 years. Who the fuck makes a 25-year roadmap? And there's no way.
You can't do that in the crypto space. Things change on a month-by-month basis.
Month by month. But yeah, one of the things they put in there is that we expect all public schools to be teaching about ICP because it's going to be so fucking impressive that we're going to have to teach school children about it, man. I have written some bullshit in my life. Guys, like I write fiction as well as nonfiction, but I've written some crap in my life, but I've never dared to do something like that. It is so fucking cool. If only you understood it. All right. It is so fucking cool. If you understood it, you'd be giving us your money. All right. But you need advanced economic education before you'll even understand what we're saying to you. That's how cool this is. It's so cool, Emery, that I can't even explain it to you because you wouldn't get it. Now, don't you want to be a part of this? Give me your check. Just give me a check. I'll fill in the amount and you're welcome. I want to sell. Sell this shit,
there are pyramid schemes simpler than that.
Oh my God, man. It is like fucking Shiba. All right. Just put it in Shiba.
Shiba is really easy to understand.
It is, exactly, man. More people buy it than sell it. The price goes up. All right. There's no real mystery to this one. All right, Belle. Do we got any questions or comments? Do you guys even enjoy these? Do the members that are watching these even enjoy these? Because we are completely off the rails here.
They're actually, yeah, David Dahl chimed in and said, keep up the good work, Dr. Scott, which I responded, yeah, I'm sorry, I cannot call you Dr. Scott. It brings Rocky to mind and the soundtrack does get stuck in my head. So now the audience is rolling over that one.
How do you know I'm not wearing stockings and high heels? You don't know. This could be my thing. All right, this could be my thing. Dr. Scott, just saying, putting it out there.
Hey, Scott, before we end, I want to try something out, if you guys don't mind. I want to try a little bit of audience participation.
Take it away, boss.
I'm willing to give away just a little bit of secret if you can answer a simple question about secret that I think is a little bit overlooked.
That's very fair. Do I get to play too?
Um, whew, I
No,
don't know.
I'll set it out, man. This is is for the
I
audience.
kind of want. I feel like we might have it a bit of an unfair.
Right. Keep in mind that we are on a delay here. So yeah, man, take it away. If you want to give away your money, give away your money.
Yeah, that's totally fine. And the question is, when you trade in secret, when are the transactions not private? Because they're not always private.
Hang on a second. I was muted, man. I don't want to get it. I know, but I'm not going to say because I don't want your money.
I think a lot of people are wrapped up in the cool privacy aspects of secret, but all transactions are not private.
No. So if you can answer why and tell Emery and put it into chat, please, then Emery's going to give you some secret. All right. You get coins for nothing. Thank you for being a member of the podcast. We'll put it up. And Belle, we do have to give away one more. We got to give away one more altar mail key. So why don't you do that? Why everybody here is processing Emery's answer and trying to win money. Belle, take it away, ma'am.
Ooh, so you know what? I'm gonna throw out a bit of random trivia since we've got one more to give away tonight. Who played Janet in Rocky?
Susan Sarandon.
What? You can't do that.
Oh, I fucked it up, didn't I? I'm sorry.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Try something else because obviously it's, I fucked it up. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm on
you
medication. You know what? Everybody go fuck themselves. I'm on pills tonight. Try something else.
did. All right. Besides Harry Potter, name another movie that Alan Rickman starred in?
CBDB. I fucked it up again. I'm sorry. I love trivia. You don't even know that movie, and it was a good one. I'm sorry. Try not do something else.
Me.
I know. Do something else.
What about some Barbarella trivia? How about that?
Oh, I love Barbara. You know what? I'm going on mute.
All right, Emery. Yeah, go ahead and ask the question because now I'm laughing too hard.
Yeah. Question's easy. Who played Barbarella? Who played Barbarella? Is this for an NFT, Bella?
This is for an altar mail.
Altar mail. Awesome. Who played Barbarella?
I already yelled it. I'm sure they could lip read that. But yeah, okay. Who played Barbarella? We'll go with that. I've seen all of these movies, dude. You know I'm a movie guy. So take it away. All right, guys. Look, those are the two questions. Who played Barbarella, and when are secret transactions not secret? So the first one gets you some of Emery's money, and I think we're going to dedicate a whole segment to this. Win Emery's money. And the second one is for an altar mail stream key. Who played Barbarella? I don't think either of these. Go ahead.
David Dole just chimed in and said Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda. Wait a minute. He gets like a round of applause. Woo! All right. That gets you an altar mail stream key. If you don't have one, if you already have one, please pass it along to another member. We are about building awareness of this product. All right. Who got the second one?
And Sean Guy is chiming in saying not private, in secret. The Coulter family is also saying never.
Okay. What? Emery, answer that.
Oh, well, I gave you a hint.
A little bit.
And the hint was sometimes it's not.
But we already got our winner, though.
Oh, what'd they say? What'd they say?
Belle?
The first answer was from the Coulter family saying never. The second was from Sean Guy saying not private, in secret. Has to be a SNP 20 to be private, and secret isn't SNP 20.
Emery?
You know the answer to that. Do you think that's close enough?
I think it's close enough, man. He's got the rub of it, and I'll give him the applause again. Look at there.
Yeah,
Yay!
Secret comes in two flavors. It comes in W secret, which is the ETH kind, and SNP 20 secret, which is the secret. Secret transactions are also not private when whatever tokens you're trading are not wrapped, or they go from a wallet that is not solely wrapped in secret to a public wallet.
Yep. So either way, you know what? He's close enough. He had the rub. So Emery, hook him up. Bell, please give Emery's email out, and so that those guys can touch base. We're not having anything to do with the money transfer. That's between them. Did anybody get the answer to who played Barbarella?
I did say this. It was David Dahl was the first one who chimed in with Jane
Fonda. That's right. Okay, so David Dahl. Bell, send an email to Bella. She's going to get you hooked up with Ultramail. If you want to make sure that it works or not, right here is my Ultramail. That's my Ultramail ID. So please send me an Ultramail. And, then we know and we can chat and we can do all that other fun stuff. So, all right. Look, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, man. Like, this is kind of the member stream the way that we always envisioned it, all right? Just kind of off the rails, off the hook, top of our heads, throwing it out here. We can carry a show, so it's not really an issue with that. But we want to make sure that you guys are engaged, that you're getting a little bit of information, a little bit of entertainment out. Sorry, I burped. That you guys are getting some entertainment out of this, and that it is one of the things that's kind of been lacking in the show. I have so much love for every one of you guys, man. You have no idea. You're with us on the Discord. You've been with the channel for a long, long time. And it absolutely means the world to us that you're sticking around and you're sticking with us even during this pivot. So these member streams are as much for you as they are for, you know what, they're a little bit more for me probably because it is tough. It is double tough putting on the tie, the metaphorical tie, when I do anything public, man, because anything we say is going to come back. We're going to get hacked. And I mean, it's exhausting. So the member streams are more or less for me than they are for you, but I want to make sure that you guys get some takeaways from these. So that's kind of what we're doing. And with that, I'll tell you what, Emery, you got 30 seconds. Anything else you need to say? What's coming up in the Emery world?
Yeah. So if you're here next Saturday, I'm going to tell you guys about a couple of secret projects that are going on, ones that I'm personally involved in, and I'm really excited to show about.
Excellent. All right, Belle, closing thoughts.
All right. Well, again, we could not do these streams without you guys. So we definitely love and appreciate each and every one of you who showed up to listen to us just go off the rails and have fun, had a bit of fun tonight. Okay. We also appreciate you guys playing along with the random trivia. That's fun. Yeah, we're geeks here. We've got to let that out occasionally. Now, with that being said, we are going to be back at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Saturday as well. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, please don't hesitate to email Scott and I. Our email addresses are on the bottom of the splash screen. If you guys have any feedback, you can definitely get a hold of us on Discord as well. Now, with that being said, again, ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate each and every one of you, and we will see you on Saturday.
We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at The Podcasts. Also, visit our page at thepodcast.com, all one word, for all of our most current content.